There are some celebrities who feel less like stars and more like familiar faces we've invited into our homes. Mark Consuelos is one of them. The easy charisma, the spark in his eyes, the way he lights up a room without trying. For years, he has shown up on our screens with that signature confidence and warmth, making millions feel like they know him personally. Whether you fell in love with him during his All My Children days, admired him as a TV host, or simply appreciated his quiet devotion to his family, Mark has always carried himself with a rare, genuine charm. But recently, something changed, and fans felt it before anything was said. At first, it was subtle. Mark's usual bright energy seemed slightly muted. He laughed, but not as freely. He showed up, but something felt heavier. For a while, people assumed it was the demands of balancing a live daily show, his production work, travel, and being a hands-on husband and father. It made sense. Plenty of us know what burnout looks like. But then the absences started. Mark, who for decades rarely missed an event at Kelly's side, began quietly stepping back from public gatherings. Red carpets came and went, galas, industry dinners. Meanwhile, Kelly appeared alone, poised and stunning as always, but there was a gentleness in her expression that fans weren't used to. It wasn't sadness, exactly. It was the look of someone carrying something heavy and choosing grace anyway. Behind the scenes, close friends say Mark had been facing a private health challenge. What began as minor discomfort slowly escalated into something harder to ignore. Persistent pain, fatigue that wouldn't shake. Doctors initially believed it was stress, the kind that builds slowly after years of early mornings and constant motion. But over time, tests revealed his condition required real attention and rest. And if there's one thing Mark has never been good at, it's slowing down. This is where Kelly stepped in, not as a television icon, not as a celebrity, but as a wife. Those close to the family say she became her anchor. She rearranged schedules, shifted priorities, and built their life around creating space for Mark to heal. She continued working, yes, she's always been a force, but in the quiet moments, her focus was entirely on him. Friends describe her strength during this time as fierce, but also deeply tender. She didn't share details publicly. She didn't make announcements or statements. She simply showed up for the man she loves. Still, emotion has a way of revealing itself, even when words do not. During a recent luncheon appearance, Kelly spoke about the unseen work of love in long-term relationships. Her voice wavered just slightly, the kind of moment that's small enough to miss, unless you're really listening. Clips of her speech spread quickly, and fans instantly understood. Something was happening behind the scenes. Not a scandal, not drama. Something human, something fragile. And then, a few weeks later, came the moment no one expected. Mark made a brief appearance on the show. It was meant to be lighthearted, familiar, comforting. And in many ways it was. His smile was still there, his humor still warm. But there was also a softness in his eyes, a quiet sincerity that stopped the room. When Kelly gently asked how he was doing, truly doing, Mark paused. And then, with remarkable honesty, he said, "Sometimes life reminds you to slow down and to appreciate the people who hold you up when you need it most." The audience didn't cheer because it was a dramatic moment. They cheered because it was real. Since then, Mark has stepped back again to focus fully on recovery. Those close to the couple say he and Kelly have been spending more intentional time together. Morning walks in their garden, long, quiet conversations, movie nights at home with their kids. Nothing flashy, nothing dramatic, just love in its most grounded form. It's easy to admire people when they're at their best. It's a different kind of admiration to witness them in vulnerability. And what has become abundantly clear is that Kelly and Mark's marriage is not just a Hollywood love story, it's a partnership, a friendship, a daily choice to show up for each other. They've always said they are best friends first. Now the world is seeing what that truly means. There is no official timeline for Mark's full return, and that's okay. Healing isn't a performance, it's a journey. What matters is that he's surrounded by love, strength, and unwavering support. And if there's one thing we can trust about Mark Consuelos, it's that his spirit, that spark that made the world fall in love with him, is still very much alive. This is simply a chapter, and love is leading them through it.